What's up guys? Today I'm going to show you how to mod your Wii to play Nintendo 64 games, so let's get started.
Alright, so it used to be possible to play Nintendo 64 games on the Wii until Nintendo shut down their Wii support for virtual console games. So instead, what people have figured out is how to get Nintendo 64 games on your Wii with a hack. So I'm going to be walking you through this step by step from the beginning. I have a Wii here that is pretty old. It's been just around in my family for a long time. I should have put the Nintendo 64 games on it when I had the chance, but that's okay. We can still do that now. So first step is we need to connect to the internet. So first thing is we can do this one of two ways. You can do this via wireless connection, or you can connect your Wii straight up into the back with a Ethernet adapter. So I'm going to use the wireless connection method. It is also possible to do this without internet at all. You just need a special SD card from the internet and plug it into your computer and all that. I'll link a description video in the bottom there so you can watch how you do that, but I'm going to use wireless for this video. So little side note, the Wii can only connect to a Wi-Fi band of 2.5 gigahertz, or I guess it's 2.4 actually, 2.4 gigahertz. And what that means is that some modern routers today don't even support that older Wi-Fi setting. If yours does, great, you can connect. But if not, there's also another way I've heard of is you can make a mobile hotspot on your phone, which is default 2.4 gigahertz, and then connect your Wii to your phone hotspot. So that's one workaround. But anyways, my Wi-Fi router luckily has a 2.4 gigahertz band available, which I am going to use to connect this Wii. I should mention that you will need an SD card for this process. It can be anything below 32 gigabytes, including 32 gigabytes, I should say. I'm going to use the 32 gigabyte one. You can also do this with the USB adapter. Just know that you can only plug in your USB card onto port 0, as I've labeled here, because that's the one that the Wii can read stuff from your USB card. But I'm going to use an SD card. Either one works, I've heard. So yeah. Okay, so here we go. Let's boot up the Wii here. I've got it connected to my monitor. Okay, so first things first, let's connect to the internet. Okay, so you go to Wii settings and go to something like internet. Back here, so go left, internet. Then you go to connection settings. I already have one set up, but let me walk you through how that works. So first is let's clear this out. Yes. All right, so if I had no connections, I would say wireless connection, search for an access point. It'll look for my router. So okay, and I go down to this one, Llama Squad, that's me. So we put the password in. Okay, so now we put the password in. Let's hit OK. Yes, save these settings. Connection test. All right, let's see if this actually connects to the internet. Okay, and when it comes to this screen about a system update, I just say no every time. So you can go back, and now you have a connection set up to your internet, which is great. Let's go back one more. Back one more. Go left. Up here is your version of the Wii, so mine is 4.3U for United States. That's the working version I know people online have said would work for this mod. So yeah, you go. Now we're going to go to our connection again, and we're actually going to change one thing. So we go to the right, we go to internet, go to connection settings, go to this one, the one we just set up, wireless, go to change settings, then you go to the right. Go to the right again, one more time, till you see auto obtain DNS. You click no, go to advanced settings. But before we do this, I should mention that you'll need to insert your SD card into the Wii at this point. So my SD card is 32 gigs, like I mentioned. It has been formatted to FAT32. That is what you need it to be. So that's how the Wii can read stuff off of it. So it needs to be formatted to FAT32, and it needs to be 32 gigabytes or less. Okay, so let's change this setting here. Go to, you click no, and then you say advanced settings. So here you're going to change these two fields. So you go to primary DNS, click that. This is the IP address you want to include is 18.188.135.9. You say OK. Secondary is the same. You say confirm. And you just say save. And it'll do another connection test. Okay, so it'll come back again and say, you know, hey, it was successful. Do you want to update? You just say no. So now you go back and you click this one, user agreements. And it will say, you know, would you like to use the Wii Shop channel and we connect 24? You just say yes. So now it's going to start the hack actually. And you just say next. This is pretty cool. So it'll connect. So it'll come to this screen and you don't click anything. You don't click I accept or I do not accept. You just wait and it will start on its own. So this is like the hack. It's going to install something on your Wii, which will let you play Nintendo 64 games on it. And what we'll do once this installs is make a backup of our Wii just in case something goes wrong, and you can revert this in case something goes wrong. So over here I have my SD card. Basically it's just 4 WAD files, which I will link in the description below, an apps folder which has some apps that we're going to install. It's the bare minimum, by the way. I'm only installing the bare minimum to get N64 games working. And then there's one other folder called Not64, which is where we actually put the games. One game I'm going to do is Super Mario 64. Okay, so what you see here is normal. This is just the hack working its magic. It'll come to a screen in just a minute of what to do next. Okay, so it'll come here and just say, yeah, this is supposed to be free or whatever. One thing I should mention is you'll want to make sure that your Wii remote is just by itself, no nunchuck included. That'll make things easier. Okay, so you press 1 on your Wii remote, and now you're at this screen. So there are 2 different applications that you're going to install. One is called the Homebrew channel. The other is called BootMii, which is a fail-safe in case your Wii stops working. So the Homebrew channel, let's do that one first. Go up, and you can say install the Homebrew channel, which I've actually done before. That's the only thing I've done of this Wii. So once you've installed it, it'll come back to this menu. And you say now BootMii and install BootMii as iOS. We can do that one because it said in the previous main menu, I believe, that this Wii can only be done on the iOS layer of BootMii, which is like 2006 onwards of Wiis, which is still fine. We can make that work. We'll just need another app in the future to be able to access BootMii in case of any failure. So BootMii. And then install BootMii as an iOS. Let's do that. And it says insert an SD card. Yes, done. So continue. So okay, install BootMii iOS. Yes, continue. Success. Okay. So now BootMii's installed. So we return to the main menu, and let me just see. What else can we do here? Prepare SD card. I'm not sure what that does, so we'll just go back to the main menu and go to exit. So first thing we'll do, because it goes to this Homebrew channel, so this is where you're going to install your apps later on, but right now there's nothing there. We just started, so click the Home button on your Wii remote, and one second. Okay, so we just go down to launch BootMii. So first things first, let's make a backup. So yeah, now we're at the BootMii screen, and this actually does not respond anymore to your Wii remote, what you'll have to do is click the power button on your Wii to navigate over to the settings panel. So what you do is you just click on the power button, go over to the settings icon, click the reset button, then you click this green one first, which means make a backup. So you just click on the power button one more time. Oh, sorry. Click on the reset button one more time to select it. So now it's going to make a backup of your Wii, and this is great because in case of anything, you don't want to be able to not log into your Wii anymore. This will save you. You'll copy these files to your computer in a safe place so that you can later reboot it if you need. Like many people have mentioned that you'll see like black blocks come up, which are bad blocks. That's normal. You can see like maybe up to 10 of those, and that's okay. So don't worry if that happens. Yeah, see, one just popped up, and that's fine. So here's what I'm going to put on my SD card. Basically, it's just these 4 WAD files here, which I'll link in the description below. There's this folder called Not64, which you expand it. There's a saves folder, which is empty. And there's a ROMs folder with 2 things. One comes with the package when you install it. And then the other is one game that I want to play, Super Mario 64. And then there's one more folder called apps, which has other folders. And each of these is an application to run on your Wii. Not64 is the emulator, which will let you run the N64 game. Priiloader is to make sure you can log back into your Wii in case of any issues you have with it. USB loader is just to be able to play games off of a USB drive or an SD card, in my case an SD card. D2x installer is to be able to run the custom iOS on your Wii, which we need to play our game. And the last one is this one, wiimc. That's just if you want to be able to play DVDs on your Wii, not necessary for N64. Alright, so this part will take like 15 to 20 minutes. So, get your break on, get your candy, whatever you want to do for your break. Come back and yeah. Okay, so once it does the whole thing once, you'll notice that now at the bottom left, it's saying verifying backup, which you can skip if you want, but I was just wait for this part. Well, always. This is my first time doing it. So yeah, let's just wait until it does it one more time. Yeah, guys, as this loads, let me plug in my other videos. I'm programming in my master's program right now at Georgia Tech University. I'm a pretty good programmer, I'd say. So if you're ever interested in machine learning or computer programming or coding, which is exactly how this is even possible, check out my other videos. I talk a little bit about that. And subscribe for more cool videos like this. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay, so it's finally done. So now it just says hit any, verify succeeded, hit any button to exit. All right, I'm just going to click A on my remote, or I guess I have to click reset on my Wii, actually. Yeah, so now I'm back to this screen. Click the power button to go over to the back arrow, click the reset button to select, and now click this Wii button. Okay, so now we're back to the Wii just as normal. So what we're gonna do here is save the backup to our computer, because if it's on the SD card, it might become corrupted. So we want to separate it out from the SD card. So what you do is you take out the SD card, you shove it into your computer somehow, either through an SD slot, or if you don't have that, there are USB adapters for the SD card. Okay, so on your SD card here, mine is called Wii. So you'll have these folders. One is BootMii, and the other is keys, bin, and bin. I don't think you need the BootMii folder, but let's just copy everything real quick. Just copy. I have this other file over here, folder on my laptop. I'm just going to put it in this backup just to be safe, copying everything over. Pretty sure you don't need everything. I think you just need the nans and the keys.bin. But anyways, now we go back to the Wii SD card, and I will now put all of the stuff I've prepared into this SD card so that we can install the next thing, which is called Priiloader. So what I'm going to do is go to my, I have it saved on my computer on the documents, So I have all these files like I mentioned. Let's just copy. I guess I should just copy everything. Copy everything. We go back to our SD card. Let's get rid of the stuff we put there before. Okay, so we copied everything. Now we're just going to paste it in here. Okay, so now we have the BootMii folder from when we backed it up. Got these wild folders, and then got the other folders that we're going to need to run our Nintendo 64 games. I will include a link to the setup I'm using just so that it's easier for you to follow. Okay, so now we just take the SD card and we slap it back into the Wii. Okay, so next step is go to this new channel on your Wii called the Homebrew channel and click start. Alright, so what is next? It now has some icons. So what you're gonna do is let's go to Priiloader and say load. Okay, so now it's getting ready to install the Priiloader, which is a fail-safe in case anything happens. This is how it works. Priiloader you can launch by pressing the reset button on your Wii, which I'll show you in a minute. And then you can enter BootMii from Priiloader, and then from BootMii you can pre-backup or put your backup back onto your Wii. Okay, so here in the menu it says press A to install or update Priiloader. That's me, yeah. Or plus, I guess. So press plus. And now it's going to check for Priiloader, not found. Okay, it's installing it. Great, install is done. Press A to exit back to loader. Okay, I'm pressing A, it's exiting. Cool, now we're back here. So what we're gonna do is actually let's press the home button and let's just say, we'll just say shutdown. So yeah, now the Wii is off. Yeah, so let's say you have some issue with your Wii and you can't turn on. You press the power button to turn it on, and then you hold the reset button. And then on the screen now, you can see the Priiloader menu. So on your remote, you can go down and go to BootMii and launch BootMii from here. And then in the BootMii iOS, let's go to there, BootMii. Yeah, from here you can go over with the power button. You know, you go over with the power button, you go to the settings again. And I'm guessing, I haven't done this before because it's never crashed on me, but if you needed to, you could say, hey, put my backup back on. So then you just click this. But anyways, we aren't locked out of our Wii, but that's just in case. So I'm gonna go next to the Homebrew channel actually. So press power and then reset to go to the Homebrew channel. All right. So now we're on the Homebrew channel. So let's just install a few more things. All right, so let's now install this next thing, which is called d2x CIOS. And this one is more involved, so let's get started, load it. All right, so here's the screen, and it's saying there's a bunch of stuff to do, right? Press any button to continue. What I'm going to show you is actually their documents page online. So anything you need to install on your Wii for this kind of stuff, you can look at for the Open Shop Channel Wii. This one, Open Shop Channel. This is how you can install applications on your Wii to do stuff. So the one we want to look up right now is C2X or something, whatever, D2X. Yeah, this one. So this one has where is it? Let's see. Association link, author link. Here, let's Google this. So let's go to D2X CIOS installer, CIOS Wii. Let's go to that one, the Wii guide or Game Brew. Let's go first to the Wii guide. Okay, yeah. This is pretty official, it looks like. So we already have this on our SD card. Let's go down. Okay, we got the WADs. So what do we need first? Download this and extract the zip. Okay, enter the SB. Okay, and launch it from the Homebrew channel. Press A to continue, then set up the following options. So D2X V11 Beta 1. Someone actually has been helping me a little bit with this stuff. Let me go look at my notes for what they told me. they were like, hey, the top one being it will say V1 beta 1, which is the only change made since it's been updated. Well, okay, let's just click next on the Wii remote, press any button. Okay, so now I can select stuff. Let's see. Okay, so left, up is just up, and then left or right. Okay, so I need to look for d2x V11 beta 1. Yeah, that matches with what we got on this page. We go to 38, CIOS slot, we say 248. Revision is this one, 65535. And then let me see. I think we just say A. Let me try that. A. And then it shows this little map of the bytes in your Wii. So what next? I think we just say A again. I've watched YouTube videos about this. That's what they've done. Let me try that. So just A install. Okay, it's installing. So then the next one after this is here. D2X V1 V11 beta 1 56249 COS version 65535. This is like insane to me because like as a computer programmer, I know that this is really hard to do. So someone figured out how to do all this on the Wii, which is basically a computer. So they're just having their own software run on it. Okay, I think you just press A again, like it says in this guide. Once set, press A twice to install. So let's say A again, I guess. Okay, nice. We're back at this screen. So we leave the COS the same. And the first one was 38, but then this next one, it says to do 56. So let's do 56. And then down here, go to 249. Okay. And it does look like the picture. It says the stub will be overwritten. I think that's fine. So now we say A on our Wii. Let me make sure. B2D V1 beta 1. Yeah, 56, 249, 55. Yeah. So you press A. And now you go to the slots map it shows and just press A again. Yeah, this is insane to me. I don't know how they could figure this out. So yeah, now we're installing stuff. Okay, so we press A one more time. Okay. Now we scroll down here. Okay, D2X V1 beta 1. Yeah, 57 now. Okay. Then 250 in the same CIOS version. Okay. Just press A, press A. All right. Let's see. Okay, press A again. Oh, it says installed CIOS. No, press A. Yeah. Okay. So now we got to do 58. So we go to 58, go down, go 251, and say the same version or with revision or whatever. So we say A continue, A continue. It's downloading this one. All right, that seems like the last one of these steps. So let's make sure it actually installs. And I'm also excited for the Wii being able to play DVDs because then it doubles as a DVD player and we can use the Wii remote, which is nice. Yeah, the Wii can actually do a lot. It's just that in order to play DVDs, Nintendo would have needed to pay for a license for each individual Wii, which would have been a lot more expensive. So it has the capability, but it just needs to be unlocked. All right, so now we press A, and then I think that's it. So let's see, at the end, then exit once done. So just press B to exit. Exiting. Dope. Okay, so now we are ready to install the final piece, which is this thing. It's called Not64. So let's load that puppy up. Okay, so what we're gonna do is go down to load ROM, click A, load from SD, click A, So the one I have is Super Mario 64. Click A. ROM name Super Mario 64. Click A. And then you say play game. No way! That's insane. This is so weird to me. I did not understand how someone figured this out. Okay, so anyways, thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, give it a subscribe. Appreciate your support, and I'll see you later.